waters flowers at 10:30. Yellow dress swaying in the July wind, hair like wheat and eyes like rain. I watch from my porch, whisper her name. She don't know I carved her face in the edge of my barn near the feed grain place. I write her songs she'll never hear, strumming hopes that disappear. And it's sunflowers and silence between her and me. A white wood fence and a baby dream. I talk to the sky more than I should, wishing she'd see me like I hope she would. But summer love grows where no one sees, like sunflowers and silent pleas. Last week she waved, I dropped my glass, felt like a cowboy with no class. I tipped my hat, then turned away, scared my words would slip and stay. Maybe someday when the fields turn gold and I'm a little braver, a little bold, I'll walk that path through her garden rows and tell her what she still don't know. Till then it's sunflowers and silence each day. A quiet heart a mile away. I'll sing to the wind, let it carry my line, that I loved her once for a long sweet time. And if she looks up and feels that breeze, that's me in the sunflowers and the silence please. Yeah, some love don't shout, don't scream, don't shine, it just waits like hers and mine. He rolls into town every Saturday morning. Same truck, same boots, a little more warm. Parks by the diner, wipes dust off his sleeve, tips his hat to the wind and the autumn leaves. The waitress knows where he's gonna sit. Table by the window, don't touch it yet. He orders 2 coffees, just like before. One stays full across from his evermore. It's a table by the window facing west, where sunlight lands like a gentle rest. She used to laugh, she used to sing, now only silence shares that swing. But he comes back, rain or snow, for a promise made so long ago. Love don't fade and hearts don't slow at a table by the window. They met in '63, she wore a red dress. He says she lit up this whole darn place. She said, when we're old and our hair turns gray, promise me you'll come here anyway. So he brings fresh flowers in a coffee cup, talks to the air like she still shows up, and folks just nod, they've come to see that true love don't need to speak. At that table by the window, time stands still. Love holds strong when the world can't will. He don't care who stares or sighs, he's just a man who still tries. And when he leaves, he walks out slow, like he's leaving her there with a glow. He'll be back next week, just so you know, to that table by the window. Daddy wore it back in '69, faded blue with a worn-out spine, oil-stained sleeves from the Ford he built, buttons loose, but the pride still gilt. He passed it down when I turned 16, said, son, this coat ain't just some jeans, it's every mile I ever walked, every truth I never taught. Denim and dust, stitched with years, soaked in sweat and quiet tears. It's more than threads, it's stories told, in every rip, in every fold. A legacy that fits just right through firestorm and autumn light. Not just a jacket hanging rough, it's blood and hope and denim and dust. I wore it through my rebel days, bar fights, heartbreaks, back road haze. Then came time, I passed it down to my boy wearing his cap turned round. He asked me once why I keep this old thing. I said, son, it's got more than a name. It's got your roots, your granddad's fight, and the strength to do what's right. Denim and dust, stitched with years, soaked in sweat and quiet tears. It's more than cloth and old brass snaps, it's three men's lives on country maps. A legacy that won't go bust, still breathing proud through denim and dust. So hang it proud when the wind turns cold. It ain't new, but it's full of soul. From plow to porch, from gun to trust, there's love still left in denim and dust.
Every morning at 5:17, before the sky turns gold or green, I pour 2 cups and leave one still by the window ledge on like he knows the way. Same brown eyes, same gentle sway. Stands there watching me stir my cup, like he's waiting for me to open up. The deer at 517 knows more about me than I ever mean. And he don't judge, don't say a word, just listens close like he somehow heard all the things I never say, the ones that leave when light meets day. I don't know why, I don't know how, but he's been my silence anyhow. Folks in town say I've lost my mind, talking to a deer like he's mankind. But they weren't there when my world went black, when love left and never looked back. Maybe he's not real at all, maybe grief walks on 4 legs tall. But in the hush of morning dew, he feels like peace, honest and true. That deer at 517, a ghost, a friend, or in between. We share the dawn like old time kin, me with scars and him with wind. And though he fades when sun gets high, he's the reason I still try. So I set that second cup unseen for the deer at 517.
Try to fix the fence, hit a water line, turn my backyard into Lake Caroline. Hung a shelf, it crashed that night. Now I got books and bruises left and right. Wired a light, turned off the town, blew the fuse and the preacher frowned. Built a chair, it lost one leg, now it leans like my Uncle Greg. I'm the handyman who can, breaking more than I ever planned. But I keep trying, hammer in hand, with duct tape dreams and a crooked plan. They all laugh when I make things worse, but she just smiles in that sundress first. So I'll keep wrecking like I'm meant to stand. Yeah, I'm the handyman who can. Painted the porch, trapped the cat. She's still blue and mad at that. Fixed the gate, now it swings too wide, but her giggle's worth the splinters in my pride. She brings sweet tea when I mess things up, says you're better than luck with a buttercup. I say one day I'll build something grand. She laughs, just don't touch my van. I'm the handyman who can turn a wrench into an avalanche. But I got heart, even if no skill, and a girl who thinks I'm funny still. Maybe love's just holding tight to the one who nails wrong but tries it right. If a fixin' hearts counts more than shelves, guess I'm handier than I thought myself.
Leans a bit on the western side. Paint is peeled, but it still stands with pride. Cracked old steps and a creaky floor, but this old house means so much more. Daddy built it with his calloused hands. Said it ain't big, but it understands. Every nail's a memory I drove tight, and every board holds back the night. It's the house he left behind, full of echoes, dust, and time. The screen door sings when I come through, like it used to sing for him too. I sweep the porch, fix what I find, keeping his promise line by line. Yeah, I live here, but it's more than mine. It's the house he left behind. The old clock ticks but never chimes, still stuck at 9:30, where he last said, son, take good care, and don't let this place forget I was there. Sometimes at dusk I swear I hear footsteps soft like he's still near, and the smell of cedar from his coat rides the air like a whisper note. This is the house he left behind, where his story stained the pine. From the burn mark on the window seat to the prayer he carved beneath my feet. So I light a fire when the night's unwind, and pour 2 cups, the only one I find. 'Cause love still lives in walls and time, in the house he left behind. So if you pass where the gravel winds, tip your hat to the house that love designed. Struts out proud at the break of day, chest puffed up in a rooster way. Feathers red like a barn on fire, wakes the whole town like a gospel choir. Ain't scared of dogs, cats, or men, chased old Jimmy right off the pen. Crows like he owns the county fair, like Elvis with feathers and southern flair. Yeah, the rooster rules the yard, up dirt and guards real hard, struts like he's got a cowboy card. Ain't no chicken when the nights get dark, he's got spurs and a rebel heart. Yeah, the rooster rules the yard. In-house ladies love his style, walking sideways with a crooked smile. He don't need no saddle or reins, just the morning sun and some summer rain. He once faced down a cow-loaded pack, didn't blink, just puffed and clacked. Now his name's carved on the old oak gate. Here walks the boss, don't tempt fate, 'cause the rooster rules the yard. Acts like a poet's feathers flying, pride unmarked. Yeah, the rooster rules the yard. So raise your glass to that feathery king, with fire in his step and a crow that rings. He don't care for fame or reward. He just wakes the sun and guards the corn. Oh yeah, the rooster rules the yard. So raise your glass to that feathery king, with fire in his step and a crow that rings. He don't care for fame or reward. He just wakes the sun and guards the corn. Oh yeah, the rooster rules the yard. There's a clock hanging on the old barn wall. Rust on the hands, don't move at all. Stopped ticking back in 95, the day Grandpa closed his eyes. Mama said, it's just stuck, that's all. But every year when the leaves start to fall, on the 1st of June, right before noon, it clicks once, like it knows the tune. It ticks at 11:11, like a whisper sent from heaven. One soft sound in the quiet room, a gentle beat like a fiddle's tune. I stand and wait, still as stone, for that moment I feel less alone. No wind, no push, no wire or 11, just that tick at 11:11. He taught me how to plant and pray, how to mend a fence and face the day. Said time ain't fast, son, if you stand still. Some clocks stop, but hearts never will. I've tried to fix it, oiled the gears, but it only ticks once every year. No rhyme, no rule, no man can guess, but I believe, and that's enough, I guess. So I wait for 11:11, like church bells sent from heaven. One little tick, and I know he's near, sitting beside me year to year. A wink from time, a holy sign that love like his still crosses lines. No chime, no gong, just one small blessing. That little tick at 11:11. If you're ever near when the silence sings, you might just hear eternal things from a clock that don't run, but still remembers the love that ticks each cold November.
creek still flows by the old red barn, same as it did when I was young. But I got lines across my face and some friends I can't replace. Mama said, son, you blink, it's gone. Now her voice is just a Sunday song. We chase our dreams, we build and break, but time don't stop for hearts that ache. Time don't ask where you've been, it don't wait for a second wind. It don't care about love or gold, only leaves you stories told. You can beg, you can pray, you can run so fast, but time don't stop and time don't ask. That old oak tree we carved our name still stands tall, but it ain't the same. You're long gone, took the northern train, left me here in wind and rain. I talk to stars when the night gets wide, pour one out and swallow pride. Every scar, every laugh, every worn out track built this man that won't look back. Time don't ask what you lost, it just rolls on like a river crossed. It don't warn you when it goes, like the first cold kiss of snow. You can fight, you can cry, you can curse the past, but time don't stop and time don't ask. So I raise a glass to the days I knew, to the love, the pain, the sky so blue. I'll keep walking till my last breath's past, 'cause time don't stop and time don't ask. I sleep behind the counter now, in a ghost town shell off Highway 9. Neon buzzing when the wind comes low, like it's whispering secrets I used to know. There's a rusted pump and a broken sign that once lit up, open all the time. But the road got quiet round 92, and I stayed long after the silence grew. I'm the last light in this gasoline ghost town, where tumbleweeds and lost hearts settle down. She left a map on the station wall, said find me when the stars start to fall. But I never chased, just stood my ground, waiting in this gasoline ghost town. Some nights I hear a car roll slow, think it's her in the moonlight glow. But it's just the wind and a song on repeat from a jukebox dream and an empty seat. I could've left, I could've gone, but ghosts like me don't move
there somewhere far and wide, but I made a promise I'd never hide. So here I stand, where we once found love in this gasoline ghost town. If you pass by and hear a song, it's just me and time singing along in this lonesome gasoline ghost town.
Every evening round 4:15, she'd sit by the screen on the creaky porch floor, apron stained, hair tied tight, sipping sweet tea in the soft gold light. She'd hum old hymns, tap her shoe, tell me how Grandpa danced in '62. Said life's not loud, son, it's slow and true, as that porch swing creaked a time or two. Grandma's porch chair still rocks slow, though the wind's the only one I know, talking to me like she used to do, about pie crust dreams and skies so blue. She's gone now, but I still stare at sunset skies from that same chair. Yeah. The radio hums her favorite tune, a Sunday waltz beneath a crescent moon. Sometimes I swear I hear her sigh in the rustle of cornfields drifting by. Neighbors moved, the town grew old, but her story still in that breeze unfolds. And when I'm lost, feel far from true, I sit down where the roses grew. Yeah, Grandma's porch chair still sways light, like her arms once held me tight. In a world too fast, too full of sound, that chair slows time and brings me round. If love could live in woven air, it'd live right here in Grandma's porch chair. So I pour 2 cups, just like back then, and wait for the breeze to speak again. Oh, out behind the shed, under maple shade, sits an old red Chevy time forgot to fade. Rust on the door, tires gone flat, but I still wipe the hood like it's coming back. It was Grandpa's pride, his second home. He'd say, this truck's got a heart and chrome. We'd ride to town, fishing pole in the bed. His voice still echoes in things he said. Grandpa's truck still sits through summer heat and winter drift.
soul in 1,000 ways. It's just metal, some say, and bolts that quit. But to me, it's where love still fits. I remember when he let me steer, my knuckles white, his chuckle clear. Taught me, son, don't fear the gears, just drive your life and shift through years. Now I sit there when I miss him bad, radio dead, but I still hear Dad. Then the hum of wind and worn out seat, that old truck still talks to me. Yeah, Grandpa's truck still sits, a silent song where memory hits. The keys are gone, the dash is cracked, but I see him every time I look back. It ain't for sale, not one bit, 'cause in that truck, his spirit sits. So let the engine rest, let the paint all flake. Some things you keep for your own heart's sake. There's a lantern by the willow tree, swinging low where no one should be. Glows at dusk, but no one lights the flame. Folks just whisper and won't say its name. Old man Tucker lived up that hill, gone one night, and it's quiet still. Some say he walks when the moon turns red, looking for the words he never said. And that lantern burns through the mist and rain, flickers like it's calling out a name. Don't go near if your heart ain't true, or the wind might carry a piece of you. It's a tale as old as the cypress sea, that lantern by the willow tree. Granddad swore he saw it blink while fishing down by the water's brink. He turned to run, but heard a song, soft as sorrow and 10 years long. Some say love, some say regret. Lit that flame that won't forget. It don't warm, it don't warm, it don't blind, just glows for what we leave behind. And the lantern burns through the hush of night, guiding souls with a ghostly light. don't ask, it gon' forget. Just watches over the ones who live. So don't look back if you try to flee from the lantern by the willow tree. So if you hear a sigh in the midnight breeze, say a prayer and drop your keys. Walk on past, don't try to see that lantern by the willow tree.
The gravel meets the grass, there's a mailbox shaped like the past. Miss Loretta runs the desk with care, knows every soul from here to anywhere. Jimmy sends postcards to his son in the course. Mabel writes poems no one reads anymore. Teenage hearts drop notes with hope in that old red box by the corner post. At the corner post, life slows down. Stories sealed in stamps and towns. Goodbyes I miss you's wedding invites smudged in ink and porch light nights. It's more than mail that folks love most. It's dreams and truth at the corner post. One rainy day I found your name on a letter wrapped in twine and flame. No return, just my P.O. box with a faded heart and drawn in chalk. Now every week I check with a grin for one more word you might have penned. Even silence feels like a spark in that post office filled with heart. At the corner post, life slows down. Stories sealed in stamps and towns. Goodbyes I miss you's wedding invites smudged in ink and porch light nights. It's more than mail that folks love most. It's love that lingers at the corner post. So if you're lost or feel alone, write it down in your own tone. There's magic still in every note, waiting for you at the corner post. At the corner post, life slows down. Stories sealed in stamps and towns. Goodbyes I miss you's wedding invites smudged in ink and porch light nights. It's more than mail that folks love most. It's love that lingers at the corner post. So if you're lost or feel alone, write it down in your own tone. There's magic still in every note, waiting for you at the corner post.
Coffee brews at 5:30, but only one cup since she said goodbye. Her robe still hangs on the closet door. like she'll walk in from the grocery store. The radio plays her favorite song. I still hum along, though she's been gone. Her side of the bed's still cold at night. I reach across, but it don't feel right. Pillow untouched, sheets barely move, like I'm just waiting for her to come through. I talk to the dark when the silence spreads, still sleeping on her side of the bed. I mow the lawn the way she liked, line it straight just like her life. The porch light flickers when I pray. I swear she hears me anyway. Some nights I dream she holds my hand, then wake to this empty, quiet land. Her side of the bed still cold at night. I reach across, but it don't feel right. The pillow untouched, sheets barely move, like I'm just waiting for her to come through. I talk to the dark when the silence spreads, still sleeping on her side of the bed. They say time heals, but they don't live here, where every room still holds her tears. Her side of the bed still breaks me down. When I close my eyes, she's still around. I whisper love into the air, half a prayer, half a wish she's there. It's just me and the memories in my head, still sleeping on her side of the bed.
The wind is howling through the cotton fields, and the sky's as dark as the pain it feels. But I'll be here when the rain comes down, to hold you steady when the world spins around. No promises of easy days, just a hand to hold through the hardest ways. I'll hold you through the storm, when the nights feel cold and long. With every tear you cry, I'll be your reason why. When the weight is more than you can bear, I'll be the shelter, I'll be there. No matter what life has in store, I'll hold you through the storm. We both made mistakes on this winding road, but love's the seed that we've always sown. In the heartache and the quiet pain, I'll be the light in the pouring rain. No just honest hearts. Together we can face the dark. I'll hold you through the storm when the nights feel cold and long. With every tear you cry, I'll be your reason why. When the weight is more than you can bear, I'll be the shelter, I'll be there. No matter what life has in store, I'll hold you through the storm. When the world feels like it's torn apart, you'll always have my open heart. I'll hold you through the storm when the nights feel cold and long. With every tear you cry, I'll be your reason why. When the weight is more than you can bear, I'll be the shelter, I'll be there. No matter what life has in store, I'll hold you through the storm. We grew up running wild and free, chasing dreams beneath the old oak tree. Years have passed and roads have changed, but nothing ever feels that strange. No matter where life takes us now, you'll always have my solemn vow. 'Cause miles don't matter when you're a friend. Our bond is strong and it won't bend. Through every laugh and every fight, you're with me in the darkest night. No matter how far we roam, with you I'm always home. Phone calls late into the night, sharing stories till the morning light. Time moves fast, but hearts don't change. Good friends stay through joy and pain. Distance means so little, see, when you're right here inside of me. 'Cause miles don't matter when you're a friend. Our bond is strong and it won't bend. Through every laugh and every fight, you're with me in the darkest night. No matter how far we roam, with you I'm always home. And if the road gets rough and long, we'll find our way where we belong. 'Cause miles don't matter when you're a friend. Our bond is strong and it won't bend. Through every laugh and every fight, you're with me in the darkest night. No matter how far we roam, with you I'm always home. Oh. And if the road gets rough and long, we'll find our way where we belong. 'Cause miles don't matter when you're a friend. Our bond is strong and it won't bend. Through every laugh and every fight, you're with me in the darkest night. No matter how far we roam, with you I'm always home.
had dreams bigger than this town, but I hated leaving you behind somehow. I swore to ride and call each night, told you this ain't our last goodbye. I'm saving you a seat on my porch swing, next to where my guitar sings. Through every mile, through every song, you're the reason I keep holding on. The world may change beneath my feet, but girl, I'm saving you a seat. Played small bars and county fairs, but none of it felt like you were there. I still see your face in every crowd, hear your laugh when it gets too loud. Fame don't feel like much to me if you ain't where I wanna be. I'm saving you a seat on my porch swing, next to where my guitar sings. Through every mile, through every song, you're the reason I keep holding on. The world may change beneath my feet, but girl, I'm saving you a seat. Someday soon, when the road runs out, I'll find you where we first found out. I'm saving you a seat on my porch swing, next to where my guitar sings. Through every mile, through every song, you're the reason I keep holding on. No matter where the highway leads, girl, I'm saving you a seat. Yeah, I'm saving you a seat. Yeah, a seat. You sat 2 rows down in Sunday school, braided hair, breaking all the rules. I'd write your name in my notebook lines, wishing somehow you'd notice mine. The years went by, but the story stayed. You were the dream I never quite made. You were always almost mine, just a heartbeat out of time. Right girl, wrong page in the book. I loved you more than I ever could. Watched you laugh in someone's arms while I stood in the quiet dark. You were sunshine I couldn't find. Yeah, you were always almost mine. Prom night came, you danced in white. I watched the stars alone that night. You left town with your high school flame, but I stayed here and kept your name. I'd lie and say I moved alone,
between the lines. Right, so wrong, space and time. I'll love you till the end of mine. No regrets, just a gentle sigh. You were always almost mine. Yeah, always almost mine. Yeah, always almost mine. Dust on my boots, still smelling like sand. Dog tag swinging in my weathered hand. 100 nights I dreamed this scene. Mama crying in the porch light gleam. I left a boy with fire in his chest. Came back a man who's seen the rest. Now I'm back on this front porch, where the rocking chairs still lean north, where silence speaks and time runs slow, where little brothers ain't so little no more. I gave my best on foreign ground, but this is where my soul feels sound. Back where prayers don't feel forced. Finally home, back on this front porch. The flag still waves above the barn. Same old scars on Daddy's arm. He hugs me tight, don't say a word, but I feel more love than I've ever heard. Ain't gone, it's in my sleep, but this land's where my roots run deep. Now I'm back on this front porch, where the rocking chairs still lean north, where silence speaks and time runs slow, where little brothers ain't so little no more. I gave my best on foreign ground, but this is where my soul feels sound. Back where prayers don't feel forced. I'm finally home, back on this front porch. And I ain't looking for parades or praise, just quiet nights and honest days. 'Cause I'm back on this front porch, with a heart that's bruised but still holds torch for the ones who can't come walking back. I'll live the life they never had. I gave my all, now I found peace in the wind, the stars, these Georgia trees. No more war, no more scorch, just me and hope. Back on this front